drugs. Those generics you're taking, like, do they work as well as the brand name? The innovators who make them, well, regulators have the last say. They decide if the drug gets to see the light of day. There are different standards for each body: the TPD, Canada, EMEA, Europe, and the FDA. That's the USA. Trials are long and expensive, and it's kind of unethical to test a drug again in a disease state population when it's perfectly clear how well the drug works, because they've seen it time and time again. So pharmacokinetics is used as a surrogate marker to see if the generic and the innovator products have the same bioavailability. How it all goes down. Monty Python style. Some subjects are screened, then they sign a form. They say they understand they might incur some bodily harm. They're checked into a clinic that looks like a dorm. They're helping by lending their lives, and then they're dosed with one formulation. Blood samples are taken to determine their drug concentrations. They're scheduled carefully to find the highest peak. That's the Cmax, and the area is called AUC. Then there's a washout that's 7 to 10 half-lives to bring them back all to BLQ. They come back to the clinic and do it again with the other formulation in period 2. Indigo Girls style. I'd like to tell you something about statistics. Some people think the whole thing's kinda mystic. Instead of testing everyone to find out the true mean, you can just test a few people and use the standard error. That's the key to saving lots of money. The standard error comes from ANOVA. The distribution uses the log normal. The model has subject, treatment, period, and sequence. And don't forget your subject nested within sequence, used to calculate inter-subject variability. Yeah. The standard errors of the test reference ratios of AUC and Cmax are multiplied by t-values to calculate the 90% confidence intervals. That just gives you a range of where the true mean might lie. It should be within 80 to 125. Within 80 to 125, yeah. What if Celine Dion was a project manager? Look across the boardroom, then stare at my printout and see 79.9. It looks like this generic is not bioequivalent. My boss is going to have my behind. Eric Clapton wondering about quick release formulations. It's late in the evening and I've got an aching head. Should I reach for the Advil or try the Life brand instead. And then I wonder, as I turn out the light, and I say, man, when's my T-Max gonna happen tonight? Like George Michael's concerned about neurotherapeutic drugs. Well, I think it would be nice if drugs weren't so expensive. My drug plan's not extensive, it doesn't cover everything. So I'm gonna roll the dice. Hope that generics deliver. Hope I don't reject my liver. Hope my warfarin doesn't make me bleed inside to be generic. Your confidence intervals have to be between 80 to 125. But that says nothing about my very own ratios. So I'll keep my fingers crossed, cause I'd sure like to stay alive. Cause I gotta have faith. I gotta have faith. Cause I gotta have faith, faith, faith. I gotta have faith, faith, faith. Now bringing it home like Bob Dylan. Well, it ain't no use to sit and wonder whether, babe, your generics work just as well. The governments review drug submissions carefully, babe. If they don't work, we'll give them hell. There was something else I was gonna say. It slipped my mind now, like so much else today. All the drugs that I do are illegal anyway. So don't think twice, it's alright. Don't think twice, it's alright. So I've said a bunch of things about generics, some of them good, some of them bad. But really, there's no guarantee that if you take a brand name drug one day within the next, that your Cmax will be within 80 to 125 of the last time. And the same goes for AC. And the other thing I wanted to say is that drug companies, innovator companies themselves, use bioequivalence trials to determine bioequivalence between their own internal batches. So again, I'm not here to knock generic drugs, but rather to open a few issues up and just to get you thinking. And one last thing, I've played most of this song with a Les Paul guitar, and some of it I played with a Les Paul copy. See if you can tell the difference.